Sweet. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk. I forgot what I was even saying. Cloverhook, if you want to sponsor me, you know where to find me. Look at all these Leggy Froggies! Leggy Froggies. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Liz, aka Pigs Plushies, here on YouTube and over on Instagram. If we're not friends over there, we definitely should be. Today, you're like, what in the world are you holding? This is my iced coffee for the day. It's like 10:30 in the morning. It's the perfect ratio of iced coffee to sweet oh my gosh, I can't even talk. Sweet cream cold foam. Because when you make your coffee at home, you can literally do whatever you want. So half iced coffee, half sweet cream cold foam, and it is delicious. Anyway, getting into what we're actually doing here today, I'm gonna see how many Leggy Froggies I can make out of this green yarn. I have 2 skeins. This is mostly a full skein. I'm gonna see how many Leggy Froggies I can make out of these 2 skeins. This is I get this yarn from Hobby Lobby because it's the only yarn store that is close to me, and I still have to drive like 25 minutes to get there. But if I wanted to go to Joann's or Michael's, I would have to drive almost an hour and a half to an hour to get there, and no, I'm not gonna be doing that. So here we have, it's the Baby Bee yarn, Adorable, in the color Mint Charm. And this yarn, the yarn that I use the most is the Premier Parfait Chunky, and it's a size 6 bulky yarn. This is also a size 6 bulky yarn, but it turns out like the finished project is slightly bigger than Parfait Chunky. So this color is actually really similar to the Key Lime in the Parfait Chunky. I just prefer to use the Hobby Lobby brand when I'm making the Leggy Froggies because they turn out slightly bigger than if I would make them in the Premier Parfait Chunky, if that makes any sense. So the pattern we all know and love is by Not Jaded Co. If you have not tried out this Leggy Froggy pattern, you definitely should. I've been making this pattern since day 1, since my very first market, and I'm pretty sure I only had like 10 of them made for my Christmas market last year, and I sold every single one of them. So I will definitely need to be making more. I have 9 in stock right now, and none of them sold at my last market. Although if you watch my last market video, you know I did not do very well at that market. The turnout was just not that great. It was like rainy one day, sunny the next day, but the sunny day was a Sunday, and we all know that Sundays are slower than Saturdays if you're doing a 2-day market, or at least that was my case. So I forgot what I was even saying. Right, so the Leggy Froggies that I had did not sell, but I am getting ready to do a bigger market the first weekend in December. I'm super excited about it. It will probably be my biggest market yet. It's in a bigger city, and I'm super excited to see what the turnout's like. So if I know anything, it's Leggy Froggies. So enough of me yapping. Seriously, I yap and yap and yap. Enough of me chit-chatting. Let's get into seeing how many Leggy Froggies I can make out of these 2 skeins. So we're gonna get started on our first ball. I like to just throw him into the floor, and he wanders around the room while I crochet. We are going to be using a 5mm hook today. This is a Clover hook. I love these hooks. When I first started crocheting, I just bought a super cheap pack of hooks that had like all the hooks from 2.5 all the way up to like 10mm. And they were like metal hooks with the little rubber ergonomic handle. They're like knockoff Clover brand or whatever. And I was like, this is all I need. This is so great. And then I kept hearing Clover hook this, Clover hook that. So I tried, and this is my first ever like Clover hook that I ever purchased in my most used hook size. I use 5mm for a lot of my plushies. And once I bought this, I could not go back. It's just so smooth. It is just a great hook, and you should definitely try it. And no, this is not sponsored because I literally have 200 subscribers as I'm filming this, so no, it's not sponsored. But Clover hook, if you want to sponsor me, you know where to find me. Anyway, enough yapping, okay? We're gonna get into it. Not this knot. Not this knot. I'm dead. Can I say that on here? Oh, I have to bleep that out. Okay. Not a magic ring. This is off to a rough start already. Anyway. Let's get into it. Okay, so I got my first Leggy Froggy done. Well, obviously not all the way done. Because I'm gonna be batch making them. So instead of going through and crocheting and adding the eyes and adding the little mouth and stuffing and sewing each individual one like as I go, I'm gonna crochet all the bodies, then I'm gonna add all the eyes, then I'm gonna add all the mouths, then I'm gonna stuff, then I'm gonna sew. That's what batch making is. So that's what I plan to do with these little guys, because it tends to make the process a little bit easier and, in my opinion, a little bit faster. I think my tension was a little tight on this guy. It's been a while since I've made a Leggy Froggy, so I think I'll loosen my tension a little bit so he can be slightly bigger, but we will see about that. So anyway, moving on to our second Leggy Froggy. second frog is done. I think my tension, I don't know, I felt like my tension was a little looser, but you can't really tell a difference, so I guess it doesn't matter that much. Here is the amount left we have of our first skein. This is what we have left after making 2. So we'll see how many more I can crank out of this skein right here. Look at all these Leggy Froggies! I finished both skeins except for this little bit, but that's not enough to complete another Leggy Froggy, so this is how many I have. I'm not going to tell you an exact number until I'm all the way complete with them. I have to stuff them, sew them up, and put a little mouth on, and then I'll get back to you. You guys, look at all these Leggy Froggies! So if my count is correct, I have 9 total that I completed today out of those 2 skeins. I think if that first one was a little bit more full, I think I would have been able to squeeze out 10 of these little guys. Let me give you a close-up of them. Look how stinking cute. And I love to tie their arms so they look extra grumpy. This is how I display them. I cross their arms like this, and they sit on my little shelf, and they just look like the grumpiest boys ever. So I usually sell these guys for $10, so I was able to complete 9 of them. That's $90 I get to add on to my inventory, which, as you know from my last market prep video, I had $3,000+ worth of inventory. I'm super excited that I was able to add these guys to my stock. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video and hanging out with me and getting to experience these Leggy Froggies. Again, the pattern is not Jade & Co. Definitely go check them out. They do very well at markets. And if you wanted them to be a little bit bigger, I know these are on the smaller side for Leggy Froggies. I've seen some people do them in the Bernette blanket yarn, and you just, size up your hook when you use Bernette blanket, and they turn out a little bit bigger. But I like them this size because I'm able to charge $10 for them, and they sell very well. Thanks again for hanging out with me today. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on more videos like this. Bye!